and the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Howdy, partners. Howdy, partners. We're back again with the question of the week. And I got my hat on. Yes.
Oh, my God.
You weren't expecting that. But yes, I did find this hat. I forgot I had this over here. I said, you know what? This is a perfect ensemble. I got my monster Western kind of shirt going on. Got the old cowboy hat on. And
save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Okay, we'll try that later. And of course, we got the male girl here, the old buxom, vivacious Angie, looking extra buxom here today. Getting ready for her big pickleball match here tonight. Mm-hmm. Angie, I'm going to be rooting you on from the sidelines. I hope you're not too offended that I'll be editing a video while I'll be watching you play pickleball. But man, that back and forth. Legend of the pickleball courts is one Angie over here. But Angie, thanks for coming for the question of the week. How you doing?
I'm fine.
How you doing, partner?
How are you?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm stressed out this week. What's new? It's the theme of my life.
And you're on vacation, which is like crazy.
I'm on vacation. I'm working, and that's just the way it goes. But I'm trying to get action figure reviews done. I'm trying to get things done around the house, which isn't happening this week.
And I'm putting I never put the pressure on you, but I'm putting it on you a little.
Yeah, because we got to get that Christmas tree.
We have this front room that I like to decorate for Christmas, and it's a mess.
It's a mess, so I got to move some stuff around. I got to get stuff, and I was planning on doing that all week. But Angie, you can't be too mad at me, and I don't think you are, because you got to go to the P1 Harmony concert. So you took about 2 days plus out of my plans to move some things around. So unfortunately, I also got some yard work to do. I need to mow the yard as well. So there's a lot going on, partners, on the old OK Corral around here.
I saw the mother-in-law's trim the bushes while we were gone.
Oh,
I
yes.
Text her. Thank you for that. I hate doing that.
I already did. I already said thank you.
Pruned them for us.
Pruned the bush. And you've been... how's your bush pruning going?
It's like...
Where's it at?
It's trimmed.
It's trimmed, neat and trim.
Yes.
Good for you. Good for you.
Landing.
Yeah, it is. It's landing. It's landing. Well, Angie, it's time for the question of the week. But before we get into the question of the week, I got to give a special shout out, as I got a message on Messenger this week. I showed it to you, I think, and it really popped me because I was just telling it. I was watching Tosh.0, the podcast. You know where this is going. And I was like, man, I love this stuff. I remember wanting to be a falconer when I was a little kid. I thought raptor was one of the coolest jobs. Like, how cool would it be to have a falcon that does your bidding, and hawks and stuff? I thought it was one of the coolest things. And then Tosh had a podcast on it. I was saying, how cool is this? This is what I need to do with my life. I need to be hunting with the land with the falcon. But lo and behold, that next day, I get a message out of the blue from Aaron Steve. Now, I don't know if I can trust Aaron Steve because he's got 2 first names. Oh. Always dangerous. But he sent me a picture, and here it is. It's him training a hawk as he's watching my episode.
Was it a hawk or a falcon?
It was a hawk.
Okay.
But a hawk, falcon, not to him, it's offensive. To us, it's interchangeable, I'm sure. But I said, holy cow, I can't believe what is going on right here. How cool is it?
It looked like it wanted to just like gouge his eyes out, even though he's probably trained it from birth.
Yep. But I was like, man, what are the odds of that? I'm just telling Angie how cool it'd be to falconer. And then somebody messages me like, oh, look at, I'm watching your channel, and I'm training my new hawk right here. What a weird coincidence. And you know what Angie always tells me? Angie, you know what you always say about coincidences? There's no such thing. She says it's just convergences. Okay. That's what you always say, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw that.
I don't think I've ever said convergences.
I think you got that tattooed on your lower back.
I don't even think I just said it right.
You got that. I think you got that tattooed on your lower back. I see it all the time. But Angie, it's time for the question of the week. Are you ready for this? And this week in a plot twist.
They're a little wordy.
We got 2 questions this week. So shout out to everybody who wants to be the question of the week. Keep your questions coming, and keep them coming over there on the Kyle Peterson Show podcast, the sleeper podcast, if you ask me. Check that out as well. There's a lot going on that podcast. A little bit more shenanigans over there. Not as much figure stuff over there as we do know. But Angie,
just my figure.
Just your figure. That's right. So take it away with the question of the week on that note.
All right. Jonathan Hodap, 8735. Question of the week: with the year's worth of Buffalo Wild Wings, the real question is, have you ever put your business card in the jar at the pizza places to get free pizza for a year? And if you would you get the same type of pizza every time? What would you switch it up to?
So a bit of a two-part question here. Now, I'm a guy that's been on the road a lot of time, and I love a little time on the road, as we know.
I didn't even know that's what the business card thing was for.
Yeah, so most restaurants, especially mom and pop restaurants, have a thing. Throw your business card in there, win pizza for a year, or win a pizza party, or there's always some kind of shenanigans going on there. And I learned my lesson very quick. And I remember,
so dumb. I thought that was like a networking thing or something.
Oh, it kind of is, but it's never about the free pizza. What the whole scheme of this thing is here is they put that bowl there, people throw their business cards in there, and some company says, hey, I have like a timeshare pitch or insurance pitch or whatever it may be, and they pay that mom and pop company and say, hey, we're going to buy 20 pizzas.
Selling you a gym membership.
Yes, it's that whole fiasco. And I remember going back, story time with Kyle here, Angie. Way back when I graduated college and got my first job, and remember how excited I was to get my own business cards. I thought that was just the coolest thing ever. I was like, I got a business card. Can you believe that? I got business cards to pass out?
They sent you a whole box, didn't they?
They did, a whole box, and I still have them to this day. Maybe I should start sending out Patreon members my business card. There you go. But very crazy that I had business cards. I remember just being like, oh, hey, Dad, you want one of this? And you know who was really tickled to get one of my business cards? My grandma. My grandma. I gave her one. Oh, Kyle. Oh, my gosh. I know where this is going. And she put it right up on the refrigerator, and it was there till the day she died. And then she would collect all of the business cards as I got promoted and did different things. And she had them all up there on the refrigerator. So it was always... I knew she appreciated it, but always loved a good business card. So, of course, you can imagine young Kyle right out of college traveling and eating lunches in places, and pizza places were a big part of that. Man, let me throw that little business card in there. You know I was there. Did I ever win anything? No. I never won anything ever. Did I get calls from solicitors wanting me to switch insurance companies to do stuff? Yep. Yes, I did. So then I learned my lesson real quick. Oh my gosh, that's why they got these things here, so they can get my stuff in there. And you see it at like the fairgrounds and stuff. Want to win a free hot tub? We get that kind of stuff all the time. It just drives me crazy. So it grinds my gears. And I was really hoping for free pizza, free Mexican, something like that. Never got that, but got a lot of those solicitors calling me. So I didn't like that so long. But let's play along that I did win. And I got free pizza for a year, which, oh my gosh, I don't know. Could I handle that? I don't know.
Oh, God, I couldn't.
Oh, yeah, you could.
Solo.
I could handle it, though. You know me, I can handle anything, can't I, Angie? Yeah. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. I can handle this one. I can handle anything.
I should be the one saying I can handle anything.
No, yeah,
that sounded a little.
You can usually 2 hands it takes you, but you can.
You're like, I can take it all.
I can take it all. Yeah, Todd and I from the couch, high five, virtual. Todd and me, we practice on the couch a lot, of course. But the crazy thing on that pizza is I would definitely not eat the same pizza all the time. Now, I like I always say my pizza place, whenever I go to a pizza place, I start with sausage pepperoni. If you can kill a good sausage pepperoni, I move on. I try some of the wilder fare. But if you can't hit sausage and pepperoni, I'm most likely going somewhere else. There's enough options in the pizza world. I'll go somewhere else. But if I had free for a year, I'd run the menu. I'd run through the menu. I'd do the whole thing. I'd be taking it up. I'd be scoring throughout that. So I would try everything eventually, I think is what I would do. But Angie, what would you do? What? Huh?
I would do anything. I would try.
I know you'd try anything.
We never get Hawaiian. I would probably do something weird like that. Or
Hawaiian, I only eat if it's on a buffet. I would never order straight Hawaiian. I'll take one slice and just say, yeah, this isn't the best. It's edible, but nah.
I would just try to make something crazy, like with Alfredo and pepperoni and jalapenos and something crazy.
Yeah,
I guess concoction.
I guess I was. What? What? I was thinking more along the lines of just trying the menu, but I didn't even think about that. A pizza place, you can do whatever you want.
You'd have to go off menu for 300. What?
Yeah,
52 pizzas.
Yeah, 52. Yeah. Well, I know you'll order off the menu, both sides of the menu, as some would say. I know you. But yeah, you're right. I would probably try some crazy stuff. I don't know if I get as crazy as you. I would be mixing like marinara and Alfredo or something with ranch. I bet
that'd actually be good at the same time.
I don't know, but I would definitely switch it up. That's a lot of pizza to eat sausage pepperoni every single day. So I would mix it up a little bit.
We love taco.
Oh, yeah, I love tacos.
I'm new to the jalapeno game, so I'd be throwing jalapenos on.
Yeah. Jalapeno pepperoni's pretty good every once in a while. I like a meat lovers pizza. I don't like a plain cheese. Meat lovers. And I don't like plain cheese. That just is cheese
I'd be
bread.
getting the meat sweats quick.
Yeah, you would. You can only handle so much meat. I know how you operate.
You were just telling him I can handle it all.
Well, I know.
Or no, you were saying you can handle it.
I can handle it all, of course.
I get meat stuff.
You can handle 2 hands of meat. I know you. I've seen you with just pepperonis and stuff. But yeah, I try all kinds of stuff. So anyways, that's the thing. I would definitely switch it up, but I don't foresee me winning free pizza. However, in a plot twist, have free Buffalo Wild Wings for the year. First video we filmed last night, honey garlic wings. So be on the lookout for that, you Patreon members and YouTube channel members. Exclusive content. You'll want to see Angie taking the bone, the whole thing. But the plot twist, there's another one of those Buffalo Wild Wings opening up 1st of November. Do I dare wait in line again? If I only have to wait an hour.
Oh my gosh, can we even do it?
Can we do that?
We thought we would kill this one, and we're struggling.
Slow. We're struggling, and that's farther away. That's the bad thing. But can you imagine free wings for a year from 2 different locations?
Oh my God, too much.
Oh, got to get a deal, folks. Got to get a deal, and maybe I'll take somebody out for wings. Who knows? But Angie, it's time. We got one more question. Let's get into it. What's the next question? This is a long one.
All right.
Settle in.
Travis Garland, 1771. Question. Hi, Kyle. Love the channel and the podcast. OG viewer and subscriber. We are in similar fields for our day jobs. So I have a question. How do you manage your diet and exercise routine? How do you manage it? While traveling so much for work, I operate a chain of 32 grocery stores in the Carolinas and travel about 7,000 miles a month in the car. I am not getting any younger and want to continue to manage my diet and body, but find that hard to do while on the road so much. Love some tips if you have them. Thanks in advance.
I don't know if I got much tips because I don't work out like I used to. I don't work out at all anymore. And that's why I'm shrinking away. I'm the incredible shrinking man. And I absolutely hate it. Every time I go to a meeting,
I'm going to be bigger than you.
I travel and I see people and people you see once a year or every couple of years or whatever. And I go to these different states and everybody, it never fails. Geez, Kyle, you're shrinking down. What happened? Oh, you just lose a bunch of weight. I'm like, no, I'm losing muscle by the day. It's disappearing. I need to get back in the gym.
There used to be like 50 pounds between us. Now what is it? Like maybe 30?
I think you're about 50 pounds more than me now. Maybe. I don't know. But I am shrinking down. I'm shrinking. These guns used to be like up here. They used to be like up there. But now I'm shrinking down. I don't have the time to work out between YouTube and my job. And I always tell them, I'm actually dying. I don't know if you guys know this. Every day I get closer to death. That's why I tell people. I said, I'm shrinking. I don't work out anymore like I used to. I used to be in the gym. Back when I had the cushy jobs, I was in the gym 3 times a day. Then I went down to 2 times a day.
That's crazy.
And whoa, where's that hand? Oh my gosh, where's that going? No. But I used to work out a ton and now I just don't have the time.
I've been begging you to work out this whole year.
I need to.
That's another thing you need to clean up so we can get our exercise routine.
I need to get all this stuff back and I was planning on doing that this week. So I need to get back and I'm not lifting heavy anymore. And people say, oh, you can lift heavy or whatever.
See, I want to lift heavy.
I permanently injured my body, my elbows, my knees, and my back. I feel I'm paying for lifting heavy for all those years when you were young. And now I'm paying that. I'm going to do just light weights. I'm going to do like body weight exercises. And I guess that's my best advice to somebody like this. Now, this is wild here. 32 grocery stores. I mean, that's not a ton of groceries. I travel 400 grocery stores. But this 7,000 miles on a month in a car is wild. I think the height I did maybe 3,500 miles. So he's basically doubling me. That's a lot of miles in a car. I hope you have a company car, my friend. That's a lot. But yeah, not getting younger. So I guess the key is, I mean, you don't have time. If you're driving that much plus a full day job, there's not a lot of time to work out. So now you're probably staying in a lot of hotel rooms. I would hit the elliptical. I always preferred the elliptical myself.
Well, you really just have to avoid carbs.
And that's
you have
what I was
to
going
do
to say.
really high protein because you're not getting any movement.
You got to be careful on those road snacks. Now, beef jerky is probably the way to go. And that was always my road snack back in the day. I'm sure
I always get hard-boiled eggs.
Oh, that's dangerous too.
Well, if they're prepackaged, they're I think they're like bleach washed, so they don't actually smell like stinky.
I love a hard-boiled. I love a hard-boiled egg, but I hate the ones at the gas station or whatever because they always have a chemically outside taste. I don't like it.
The ones from Target are good. But he's probably not by those.
Yeah, so I don't know. But beef jerky is the king right there. I mean, you can get like some grilled chicken at a gas station or wherever, Chick-fil-A, wherever you need to go.
You got to watch your sodium too. That stuff's so fun.
But sodium, everybody gives sodium a bad name. But if you drink enough liquids, enough water to flush it all out of your system, that's the key. You don't
drink any water.
I'm allergic to water. I can't believe it. I am. But I'm not allergic to Monster. I'm not. I like to drink Monster.
Well, there's some filtered water in there. It's actually probably carbonated, which is bad.
And now one of the things too, everyone's like, oh, you got to get 12 glasses a day or whatever. Well, there's water in food. There's water in other things too. You get a Monster, there's some water in that. So that all counts. I heard that from a dietitian.
Is that the new? Did they change it from 8 to 12?
No, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be double your body weight or something in ounces a day or something. I don't know what it is. But I obviously drink your water. Oh, I know. You'd be wearing an adult diaper. But beef jerky, stuff like that. Obviously, most people know what's healthy and what's not. But it's tough when you're on the road, especially when you're in these podunk towns and you ride in on your horse. there's not a lot of options. You got like meatloaf and you got mashed potatoes and gravy. It gets tough to do, but obviously if you're in a hotel,
he needs a stretching routine.
I tell you what, nothing did better than me. Cheap plug for DDP yoga. Like when that first started, I had hurt my back and shoulder and my bicep really bad, and I literally could not lift at all. And I said, you know what? I got to do something. I'm going to do that. And I did that for a long time, and I'm still pretty flexible. I'm probably more flexible than you.
Yeah.
I could get you into some pretzel positions.
Brutal.
But I'm pretty flexible. So the DDP, I really felt good doing that. It feels a little bit lame to do yoga, especially when you like to lift. But I think once I get started again, and I was hoping to have this done already, I was hoping to have a good start on this week to get some of the exercise room back. Long story short, not going to happen with everything going on this week, but hopefully I get back there in the next month or two, something like that, and we can get back on the horse again. And, you know, I rode my horse, whole trigger's parked out back. But I really do think some of the body weight exercises, high reps, low weight, I think is the key. And if you're traveling on a hotel, rubber bands, like the band weights, I used to do those every once in a while. I used to take those in my package and stuff. And I'm not a big fan of going to the gym. I like a home gym better. So it just depends what you end up liking. But you definitely going to have to watch what you eat, especially if you're sitting in the car that much. You don't want to be dialing down a regular full throttle Mountain Dews on the regular. That's for sure. And I guess you got to be careful at the old Cracker Barrel and Applebee's and Chili's at night too. You got to order a little healthier. So I don't know. Maybe get
good protein bars and protein shakes out.
I recommend chicken breast and maybe 2 breasts. That's what I've always been a fan of. 2 breasts
and a wing.
That's a favorite of mine. And a wing. Throw a wing in as well. That was one of my go-to orders. So a lot of options out there, but more bad options than good. So get a little bit long-winded, but kudos to this guy living that grocery life. I'm here, yeah. I know it. I know what you're up to out there. It's not for the faint of heart. People think it is. It's not. He's a real one out there. He's a real one. It's a real one out there. Angie, that is the questions of the week. I think we've said enough. We've went on almost 17 minutes right here. More of this nonsense.
Shocking. We're talking about food.
More about this nonsense in the podcast each and every week. It is the Kyle Peterson Show, and Angie will be there. And Angie, this one's already in the can. We already got that episode done. Our next one will be our special Halloween episode. I got my costume in. Haven't tried it on yet, but we'll be wearing that. Angie's going to be in full-on costume. Just wait till we see this. Hopefully it works out for you. Hopefully it fits. I don't know. If you get a bunch of pizza or something.
They only had a medium, and I can tell you right now I'm not a medium.
No, she's
so
not
we'll
a medium.
See.
You're
see how she looks.
You're a 4X, if I'm not mistaken. 4X.
I'm a true large. Baby.
Large Marge. There it is. Large Marge. So there it is, Angie. Question of the week. Are you ready for some pickleball tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be ready for some pickleball. Maybe we'll film that. That'd be a good video. I know you're going to win tonight. I know it's a good tournament. It's a money tournament too. So you need to bring home some bacon. We got some bills to pay.
Oh my God.
So there it is, Angie. That's the question of the week. You want to be the question of the week? Send it in the comments down below. And that's it. Now it's time, Angie, for the weekly purchases. All right, it's time for question of the week. You got a special guest with us. What's your name?
What's your name, ma'am?
What's your name? What do you do?
I'm Angie.
Angie is here for question of the week. The mail girl, Angie.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, that's true. Not a long time, that's for sure. But Angie is here for the question of the week this week. But in a plot twist, Angie, I just went and got the mail, and we're filming this after I did the weekly purchases segment. Kind of out of order, of course.
Oh, so you got more stuff?
I got something in the mail. I got a little Wrestlers Hardy Boys through the door here, both versions of the Hardy Boys. So we'll unbox these on the channel. Stay tuned for that, of course. Regular and Chase edition. Shout out to Wrestlers. We'll dive into that from Figure Collections. But I wanted to point that out. But Angie, how are you?
Good. I feel like I need to keep my hands on the table because people always think I'm doing silly things down there.
Well, and you are most of the time. You're full of silliness. Full of silliness, that's for sure. Let's tell about the silliness you got up to this week. No, let's not. Let's not. You were full of silliness.
I did a little golfing.
You did golfing? You did a lot.
I'm sore.
Yeah, you are.
I'm pathetically sore from golfing.
Yeah, you are. You had quite the week this week, Angie. Out and about town, golfing. You'll see a little of that here and there on the channel, I'm sure. But a lot going on this week, Angie. We were traveling. We were all over the place.
We're tired.
Yeah,
we're always tired.
Tired, sleepy. It's the weekend. It's where you try to re-energize on the weekend, get ready for another week. And I got a long week ahead. Let me tell you, the salt mine's going to get to me this week. It could be my most stressful week of the year. So hopefully I make it out to the other end. We'll see what happens. But one end I'll make it out of is the end of the question of the week, Angie.
You'll make it in and out of my end.
Oh, okay. Maybe later. Maybe later. But Angie, you want to take it away? You want to give us a question of the week? What is it?
I guess.
Perfect.
Okay. Jetman, 80 pops. Not counting the figures that broke out of the package, what is your figure you were looking forward to when it was announced, only to be completely disappointed once in hand?
Oh, they're not figures that broke out of the package.
It's just something that it didn't break, but you weren't impressed, that you were so disappointed in.
I can't think of much. I mean, I can think of ones that brought, like, one I was extremely excited for was that DC Vampires McFarlane Toys, Todd McFarlane, that broke. The arm broke in the unboxing. That Vampire Batman was an all-timer, so that was very disappointing, but that was one that broke.
What's something that didn't look good?
Gosh, I don't know.
Terrible articulation. Bad paint job. Didn't look like the person.
Boy, I don't know. I mean,
you think you would have thought about this ahead of time?
Yeah, you think. There's a lot of Mattel stuff as of over the last year that the leg's not going up. I guess it didn't break, but like some of these Ultimate Warriors, like that Hall of Champions 4-pack Warrior, that's an all-timer Warrior I've wanted. Well, the articulation sucks because there's faulty mechanism in there, so there's some of that kind of stuff. But most of the figures I buy, I know what I'm getting myself into. It's just I don't know that an arm's going to break or snap off, I guess. I mean, I don't know. You know, there was a line of statues called Top Shelf Collectibles once upon a time. They had Gene Simmons as the Demon, Ozzy Bark at the Moon, and Eddie Iron Maiden the Trooper. Now, I really like these. I think they were sold at like Spencer's, maybe Hot Topic. Love these statues. Thought they were really, really cool. However, after like a year or whatever, they got so fragile that the fragile, like the Ozzy Bark of the Moon, he's like this, all the fingers broke off on that. Gene Simmons, his guitar snapped. Eddie, the flag was too heavy to be held, but it didn't break immediately, but basically you blew on it and it would break. And when we moved over
didn't survive our move.
There was no way you could have made it move. I mean, it's just impossible. I don't know what you could have done. No mover could have saved those.
My shirt's having the fits.
Just take it off.
I'm probably just blocking my microphone.
Just take the shirt off and stay a while. And we'll just put black bars up. That's what we'll do. So who knows? You can see a little of that Tuesday on the podcast, of course. But
I didn't realize they were that bad. Looking back, that was bad.
What? The upcoming one?
Yes.
I didn't think it was
that too much.
It was too much? Well, why did you buy that dress? Well, it's your fault. You wore it.
Sometimes in real life, it doesn't translate like it does on camera.
Oh, really? So I don't know. I thought it was actually more tame. And we're talking about this Tuesday's podcast. Once again, cheap plug for YouTube channel members or the Patreon members. Angie got a new dress at, what was that fancy place you got that at? Target?
Target, yes.
Target. And she got a new dress, and you chose to wear it, and you bought it, and you wore it. And you are saying that you thought it was too much out there. I thought it wasn't I thought I saw more of a show sitting next to you than they saw on camera when I was editing the video, at least. So
well, that's good.
I think you're okay. I think you're okay. But, next time just pull them out, whip them out. Nobody's offended here. Nobody cares. So let's check it out. They'll look and they'll move on. And then they'll look back to our faces like they normally do, I'm sure. So there it is, Angie. That is the Weekly Purchases Question of the Week segment. If you want to be the Question of the Week.
You didn't really answer it good.
No, I'm moving on.
Stuff.
Moving on.
You know who's not disappointed in your hands? Me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I'm in your hands.
Oh, gotcha. But yeah, I can't think of anything outside of like stuff that just didn't, because everything I buy for a reason. I don't just say, oh, I'm getting this because I think it's going to be cool, and it's not. I usually can tell through the package or the promo shot, stuff like that. But it's usually like the Mattel stuff with the articulation not working out the way I want it to and all that kind of stuff. So
like you think stuff's silly, but it wasn't really stuff you were like looking forward to hardcore. Like you weren't anticipating like, oh, I'm so excited to see this figure, but you've got stuff and been like, oh, this is hot garbage, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean,
necessarily something like.
It's usually the articulation didn't work out or something like that, and that's been a lot of Mattel, unfortunately, the last year or so. And it's tough. Hopefully, those factory issues fixed out, but. That's really it. That's really it. So
it sounds like your voice cracking.
There it is.
There it is, guys.
So there it goes. So, Angie, what are we doing tonight?
I don't know. I got ready. I was manifesting a good time.
Oh, well. You're in for a good time. I was thinking tonight we would go to Kohl's and take back an Amazon purchase.
Oh, God.
The furniture bill, we should pay that. I figured that'd be good. Pay a bill. Maybe
you go furniture shopping.
Oh, no.
Let's just see what's in the.
Sounds like we gotta go car shopping possibly soon. So we'll see. 2 vehicles. We
bills. Better get this YouTube fixed.
Yeah. Start
your algorithm fixed.
Get that going. I don't know. There's YouTube algorithm problems apparently. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they're saying out there, that people aren't getting the views they normally did. And it's something with action figure channels, and it's for kids, but is it really for? I don't know the whole rigmarole. I try not to. I don't know. It's a mess, but. and new vehicles. We got your washer and dryer, so we're set there. We really should get some new garage doors. There's just always something. That's adult life for you. There's always like, what's this next big purchase that I don't really want to buy that I have to buy? And that's where it is.
It's the same thing as like people dying. How that happens in threes.
Yeah, good riddance. No.
Stuff breaking in your house.
I guess.
It's just a domino effect. You fix
knows?
one thing.
But we got time until we really have to get a car. And Elle doesn't drive for another year or so. So we'll get to that eventually. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I was thinking we go to Kohl's. We got an Amazon return. We always do them at Kohl's. Go pay that furniture bill. And then what else do we got to eat dinner somewhere. I'm sure Angie wants a little Mexican, or just the littler the Mexican, the better in her tonight. I'm sure just some little Mexican fella.
It's easy to find little Mexican fellas.
Is there a little Mexican guy around here that wants to get inside Angie?
They're not known for their height, I don't think.
No, Mexicans? No, I don't know. That's true.
Sure
Maybe we go to a taco truck. Maybe we do something like that. We just get real wild tonight. We should take my Wrangler out because fall starts next week. We should really get out and about and driving the Wrangler. We need some chocolate milk, and we should probably go to like a Target and get that chocolate milk, and I can check the toy aisle while we're at it. Homecoming this week for school. Got to drop a daughter off at a sleepover.
And they're all sick. So
and they're all
sick.
Crazy.
They all got colds.
Ridiculous. And then, unfortunately, I got to do some work this week. I don't know. So, yeah, real exciting Friday night. Let me tell you is what it is. So that's it, Angel. Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's move on. So
Okay.
that's it. That's question of the week. You want to be the question of the week? Stick it in the comments down below. And of course, we'll be back next week with the question of the week on the podcast Tuesday. And now it's time, Angie, for the weekly purchases. All right, it's time for question of the week. And we've got the buxom Angie. Angie, say hello.
Hello.
She's back again here today, of course, getting ready. Angie, you ready to run some errands later? Are we going to leave the house?
Sure.
What's our plan?
I
What's
don't
our
know.
plan? I don't know what our plan
I can't
is
cook
either.
tonight. I'm tired.
She's too tired to cook. Woman, you need to cook and clean and do other things later. That's what women do.
You're the one that needs to clean.
Oh,
You need a
I've got
vacation to get this house in order.
I've got a disaster in this basement right now. I've had
The basement, the whole
No.
dang house.
Oh, I don't know about that, but I do need to clean up and move and reorganize. I've been so busy with my day job, as I've said, I got to put this stuff away. So I got just piles of figures
I
everywhere.
feel like we haven't been right since San Diego Comic-Con.
It hasn't. You're exactly right. And that's what I've said on the channel is
Mess.
so much stuff came in the month of San Diego Comic-Con. It's hard to keep track of. I had like a little bit of a lull, and then you're going to see in this week's weekly purchases even more stuff. So it's a little overwhelming, Angie, a little overwhelming. And I'm not a guy that gets overwhelmed very often, but here we are.
You're gonna
we
need
are.
to start taking your ashwagandha again. Or whatever
My
it's called.
Ashwagandha. Maybe. Who knows? I'll take some kind of pills, and I'll be up all night like a young Rhonda Shear. Who knows? But here we are with the question of the week, Angie. But in a very fun morning that I had, I told you about this earlier. So, fortunately, unfortunately, it's nice to be employed.
I got
I
an
think.
itch here. I keep going for it.
You got an itch?
I
Oh,
got an itch. I
scratch
need
that
a
figure itch is what it
scratch.
is. But what was I saying?
This morning you were
Needless-
telling me something. Was wrong.
Oh, yeah. So this morning, as I usually do on Saturday mornings, that's where I'm filming this today. Of course, every Saturday morning, you start your day with a little oatmeal, a little bit of Monster Energy, and then you sit behind the computer doing your work for your day job. And that's what I do every Saturday, Sunday. I put about 2 hours in, just trying to keep up on stuff. It's the life I live. And of course, some complaints coming in today, so I had to take care of it. And I actually called one of our managers local, and he said, oh, I'll get to it. I'll do it later. But I'm right now in line at Buffalo Wild Wings.
He was doing some very serious.
He was. Well, it's Saturday. He shouldn't be working
Yeah,
just
that's
like
true.
me, but here we are. But he said, I'm at Buffalo Wild Wings. They're opening a new location here today at 10 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, that's right. I forgot all about that. And it's literally like 10, 15 minutes from our house, something like that. And he goes, yeah, first 100 people get wings for free for a year. So I'm looking, I'm like, what's the line look like? And he said, oh, there's probably about 50 people there. And I'm like, it's only an hour till it opens. I said, I'll go sit there and wait an hour in line to get wings free for a year. It's 6 wings free each week of the year is what it is. So I said, I'll wait an hour. So I brought my iPad and I did some editing of some videos for that hour. And I talked with him for a little bit. And I waited. And Angie, I'm just saving us money left and right. I got free wings for a year. So now something happens. We can't buy groceries. We can at least get 6 wings each week. We'll have to portion them out one wing a day. Basically. And then Sunday we'll fast. We'll fast. But that's only for me too. You won't have any food, unfortunately.
We just basically get one bite.
One bite, everybody knows the rules, as they say. And speaking of that, Dave Portnoy, the pizza king of the United States. I'm the pizza king of my state. He was actually right around the corner from our house the other day filming. I should have walked over there. And he was just here, just right down the street. But enough food talk. And that's what it's been on our podcast the last couple of weeks. It's all been about food, not enough about milk.
We're hungry.
Yeah, who knows? But there's been a lot going on. Including question of the week here, Angie. And it's where you shine each week here. And if you want to...
Do I really?
Do ya? Does she? But of course, if you want to be the question of the week, put your question in the comments down below. But my day is made. I got free wings for a full year. What have you done today? Nothing. That's right. Nothing. But Angie, take it away.
Keeping your shelves full.
You should be emptying my shelves out, if you know what I mean. But Angie, feel free to take it away with the question of the week.
All right. TB Toycast.
Good friends of the channel. TB Toycast. Make sure you check them out each and every week. Their podcast as well. And YouTube channel. There you go.
If you had to fancy book the Mattel LJN line Wave 3, which 4 characters would you include?
Oh, it's easy for me. I know right off the bat, the Bushwhackers got to be in there. Of course, Mattel does have the rights to the Bushwhackers. They were supposed to be part of the LJN line once upon a time. That makes all the sense in the world. So get us the Bushwhackers. After that, I would normally say Brother Love. However, I'm going to do a plot twist. Put Brother Love, Angie, in Series 4. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. I knew you would. But the other two, I'm going to go for something a little bit different. I'm going to go to 2 brothers named Rick and Scott. You know them.
Animal?
They don't do drugs and they are always on top. You know those two? It's the Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott Steiner. And I want classic NWA, early NWA, WCW Steiner brothers. Almost feels like it could almost fit in that era. Maybe a little bit late, but not terribly late. Would love to see that. We need more classic Steiner brothers from Mattel. I would love to see them in LJN style. I think that would be absolutely amazing. And then, of course, the Bushwhackers. So make 2 tag teams. Now, personally, I don't think the Bushwhackers are going to sell very well. Maybe they'd have to make that a Mattel Creations exclusive. But no matter which way you slice it, Angie, and we got to do it for my dad. He's only got, 50 years left to live. So we got to somehow get him the Bushwhacker LJNs because he's a Bushwhackers guy through and through. You might as well call my dad New Zealander, that's for sure. But we need the Bushwhackers, and I would love to see the Steiners. So that's what I want to see in the next one. But I would love to see Brother Love as well. So if they could mix him in somehow, I'd be here for that. But that's what I'm looking for. But Angie, this wasn't necessarily directed at me. It could have been directed at you. So who did you want to see in the line?
I don't have an opinion.
You said, I don't even know. You said 4 Ultimate Warriors, different face paints. I agree with that. I'm okay with that. That works for me.
I'm looking at the wall. I'm like, do I even know 4?
No. Do you even know 4 wrestlers? I don't know.
I do, obviously.
How about that lady at the grocery store this week? And I'll talk about that a little bit more in weekly purchases. But she was weird. She was a pistol, as they say. But I got my figure for free, and she thought I looked like Nathan Frazier, and she thought I looked like Jason Momoa. Yeah, she wanted me.
She
bad.
doesn't get out much. Just any long-haired person.
Just any long-haired guy with a beard. Well, Jason Momoa, in her defense, is from down the road from us. So he's from the area. So maybe. And he was in that grocery store not too long ago either. So I'm sure.
As we're leaving, she's like, ma'am, you're beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, she just
gave me a pity.
Yeah, after she was just talking about my great looks, my great beard, everything else. And I think she said, Miss, you look like you need to have a banana, is what she looked like. And you guys can find out more about Angie and her banana story on the podcast this week. So make sure you check out that, or right now for Patreon YouTube channel members. But there it is, Angie. That's the question of the week. Anything else?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So there it is. Now it's time, Angie. It's time for round 1 of weekly purchases.
Are we going to dance or are we going to play?